Good afternoon. My name is Bonnie Gindel. I am a senior in the School of Social Work at Rutgers, and today I'm here to teach you a little bit about social work practice, also about understanding social work and mental health in order to reduce the stigma. To start, I just wanted to give all of you a brief rundown of what a social worker actually is. Social workers help people solve and cope with their problems in their everyday lives. What they do is how to do this, help people obtain tangible services, counseling and psychotherapy with individuals, families, and groups, helping communities or groups provide social and health services, and also participating in legislative processes. Social workers have very important skills such as empathy, communication, organization, critical thinking, active listening, self-care, competence, cultural competence, patience, professional commitment, and advocacy. Social workers can be found in a wide variety of settings. This depends on what type of social work they practice. Just to go over a couple, a social worker that practices child and family. They work with children and their parents or guardians to address challenges or other issues that are impacting the quality of their lives. This type of practice can generally be seen in governmental organizations such as Division of Child Protection and Permanency. Another type of social work practice would be a nursing home social worker, which obviously you find in nursing homes. Their duties may be related to the end of life planning or similar activities. Okay, so what is mental health? I'm sure all of you have heard terms like loony, nuts, or even crazy when regarding people who may have mental illness. So, our mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make healthy choices. Being mentally healthy during childhood means reaching developmental stages and emotional milestones and learning healthy social skills and how to cope when there are problems. Since you are in sixth grade, I decided to relate this chart to children. So mentally healthy children have a positive quality of life and can function well at home, in school, and in their communities. That would be shown up here in these colors, pink, orange, and green, with the happy broccoli. However, mental disorders among children are described as serious changes in the way children typically learn, behave, or handle their emotions, which cause distress and problems getting through the day. So on the arrow here, you'll see the pink, orange, and green, which could represent feelings being tender, excited, or happy. On the downside of the arrow, where the mad steaming broccoli is, that represents yellow, scared, angry, and finally sad feelings. These are all feelings that you or a friend may be experiencing, and sometimes it's something that should not be dismissed. This is a little more about what depression feels like to people who are suffering and what depression feels like to people as a general thought. So what people think depression feels like is this first circle here that's all green, and they believe it's sadness. That is their explanation of depression, sadness. What depression actually feels like, you can see in the bottom pie chart, the half of it is the emotional equivalent of watching paint dry. So they're comparing depression to major boredom. Basically, think about staring at a wall that's painted and you're waiting for it to dry. Just no feelings whatsoever. The other feelings could be guilt, sadness, anxiety, isolation, self-loathing, or hopelessness. Now that we've discussed what a social worker is, what they do, their special skills and traits, and also the type of social workers that may be working in different types of agencies, we've also explained what mental health is and what it may look like and what the feelings of being depressed may include. Now I want to explain stigma. Stigma is something that is related to a lot of issues. However, stigma hurts everyone by creating more fear or anger toward ordinary people instead of focusing on the disease that is causing the problem. Stigma is what prevents people from asking for help. So if you've ever seen someone in your life that has had mental illness and someone says, oh, that person is just crazy, that's placing stigma on mental illness, which can prevent that person from moving forward in helping themselves or even asking for help from others. As we just discussed stigma, this is the main reason people are too afraid to ask for help. But not asking, you will never know what resources may be out there to help you. Some social service agencies have programs for food stamps such as NJ SNAP. There's family care for affordable health coverage. There's also rental assistance programs for those eligible. Other ways to help mental illness is group therapy, which I thought this was a cute post. It's Santa, the snowman, reindeer, and an elf at group therapy. Santa says, I don't believe in myself. I think I'm bipolar, said the snowman. All the other reindeer laugh and call me names. And the elf finally says, I'm trapped in a dead-end job. It's just kind of a joke, but group therapy does work, and it's a lot of people, or we're just a few, sitting in a room sharing, but it's comforting to feel that other people struggle with the same things you may. The other option is talk therapy, which would be with a therapist or counselor, where it would just be a one-on-one session, and you would present your problem with the therapist and evaluate it and assess it and decide on some ways that you can go about fixing what the problem may be. This would be your goal for that therapeutic session. I wanted to say thank you very much for letting me share this presentation. And remember, don't be afraid, ask for help.